The Salomon Adv Skin 12 vest has been the undisputed king of trail and ultra running vests for what seems like eternity, offering versatility, comfort, and freedom of movement for those really long days or ultra events. But is the new 2025 version better than the previous version, and is it worth the upgrade? Well, let's find out. Wait, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is Steven. I want to let you know that Salomon did send the Adv Skin 12 vest to me to review. They also sent the previous vest, multiple other products to test and review. Like always, I'm going to give you my completely honest opinion. Salomon will not see this footage ahead of time. They're not telling me what to say, as you'll probably find out in this video. Well, first, let's talk about pricing. The Salomon Adv Skin 12 vest has stayed the same at $165 US, which is very nice to see that price stay the same. As for the sizing, I am 6 foot 3 inches tall. I weigh 194 pounds, and I chose the medium size vest, and I really do like the way this vest fits me. As for the weight of the vest, my medium size vest weighed in at 249 grams, which is pretty light for a vest. As for adjustability and comfort, we see the same type of elastic cords across the sternum and the chest there for adjustment. However, those side clasps on the rails have been very slightly redesigned. They are now easier to get that elastic cord in and out, maybe while you're wearing gloves. It's a little bit easier to use. The attachment points can also be moved up and down the vest as well to further fine-tune that adjustment, but that's really it for adjustment with this vest. So make sure you look at the sizing chart and pick that right size of vest for your chest size, those kinds of things. Comfort is king when it comes to the Salomon Adv Skin 12, and the 2025 version here is even better than its predecessor. The materials appear to be much the same as on this previous vest here. However, when you look at the inner material here that would go against your chest, it is much smoother, much softer, less abrasive than what's on the previous version vest, and would be much more comfortable for those that may want to wear this without a shirt. Also, a very nice and welcomed improvement on this vest is this trim that goes around the edges of the vest. What would kind of go against your skin a little bit is more almost like a neoprene type material. It's very soft, it's comfortable. It's not like this old vest here where it's a kind of abrasive mesh material, and it should be much more comfortable. I have not had it rub my neck at all yet. It's been very comfortable, so a big improvement. Some of the other upgrades on this vest, and if you've had the previous vest, I'm sure you'll be very happy to hear this, are to the zippers. The zippers on the front and rear pockets are now YKK zippers, and the front zipper pockets now seem to be much more durable. I have had two of this previous version vest, and both of them had the zippers on the front pocket break. This one here, I was able to kind of doctor up with some upholstery adhesive and get it to work. But both of those zippers broke on both of the vests. And I know I am not the only person to do this. I've had plenty of people tell me their zippers also broke on the previous version vest. However, I am very happy to report that the zippers on the new 2025 version do honestly appear to be much better constructed. The zipper is bigger itself. It appears to be adhered better, attached to the vest better and more durable. So that is a much needed improvement. Thank you, Salomon. Another great plus with these zippers and the cord attached to them is this little plastic piece at the end. It is now bigger and easier to grab with gloves than on the previous vest. And the pull cords as well, like this here, also have that attachment as well, and it's easier to grab. So it's another really nice improvement. The vest does come with two 500 milliliter soft flasks, still made by Hydro Pack. They look relatively the same. However, as you'll notice on this soft flask right here, this part here, which would go against your skin, is kind of angled forward a little bit, and it's a little flatter here. So it's going to sit against your body a little bit better and kind of be positioned a little bit better for you to drink out of. They do slide into the flask pockets very easily. They are easy to drink out of. The flow rate is very nice as well, just like previous models. And then you can secure those over the top with that elastic draw cord, just like in previous versions of the vest as well. On those two flask pockets in the front, really, they're about the same as the previous vest, other than some branding on the right side pocket. That's it. On the outside of that front flask pocket are the very large storage pockets. First, there is the large open pocket here, which you could easily put in a phone. Maybe you can put some trash inside. Also to note, this version of the vest did not come with a sewn-in trash pocket, basically. The previous vest did have that. I don't mind that because I always cut that out anyway. Then there are the large zippered pockets as well, and they are quite stretchy, just like before. You could easily fit your nutrition items inside, maybe an iPhone, a headlamp, or more. Or if you're like me and you like to capture content while running, you can easily fit a DJI Osmo Pocket 3 camera or even a GoPro style action camera. camera. The front pockets are the same on both sides of the vest. However, I do say with this newer version here, I feel like the actual capacity of this zippered pocket is a little bit less than on the previous version. When I put my hand inside that pocket and stretch it out, it doesn't quite go in as much on this new version as it did on the previous version. Another notable change on this new version of the vest is on the shoulder area. The new vest now has a pocket with an elastic cord that you can kind of put your finger up in and then push down inside the pocket. On the left shoulder pocket is where the emergency whistle is stored as well. It's pretty easy to get to. These pockets are not very large, but they would be good for, let's say, maybe put some salt pills inside. You can get to those easily on the run, maybe an extra headlamp battery, that kind of thing. The previous version of the vest had a much less secure area. I won't even call it a pocket because it's completely open. You cannot secure it at all. It's just basically to hide and keep this little strap that you can use to attach your trekking poles with inside of the vest. It's not really a pocket. I would definitely not call it one. The only thing inside of that, though, was the key clip right here. You could actually, clip your key, tuck it down inside. I didn't really like that because that put it right up against my chest underneath of the soft flask at the top a little bit. Now that draw cord on the new vest for the trekking poles is on the outside of that shoulder area pocket. It cannot be tucked inside or secured away unless you completely detach it from its attachment points, and then you could tuck it down inside. I do think that this shoulder pocket on the new vest is much better. Now it is actually a pocket. You could secure something there. It's actually usable. On the previous vest, it wasn't. Moving around to the back of the vest is where we find the biggest difference between these two vests. And I got to be honest with you, I really think Salomon made a mistake with the new version. The older vest had what I called the stash pocket at the top of the back here. You could easily stow micro spikes, a jacket, rain gear, whatever it might be, reach over, get inside of it, get it out. You don't have to take your vest off and you could get your item. It was very, very nice. That pocket was my absolute favorite feature of this older version of the vest. And I know a lot of people that agree with me on that. But for some reason, Salomon made the choice to completely remove that pocket from the new version of the vest. There is no more stash pocket on this vest. Now at the very top, all we have is a very large bladder compartment. I gotta be honest, this is a huge letdown for me with this vest. The bladder compartment itself works great. It's very large. There's even a new attachment point at the top. It's a little easier to use than that previous mechanism they had on the old vest. And the Salomon vest is best compatible with the Salomon bladder because of the way that that hose comes out of the vest. And the bladder compartment works. It works fine. It's just not a stash pocket. I want my stash pocket. As for the rear main compartment, it is still incredibly large and can hold a ton of stuff. But there is a couple of really nice improvements to this new vest versus the old one. First, at the top is what I like to call a stowaway pocket. You can easily slide in a cell phone here, or for me, I like to put my first aid kit there because I know when I get into the back of the vest pocket, that emergency kit is going to be there. If I need first aid and I'm looking for it quickly, I know exactly where it's going to be. Then right next to that is now the key attachment point. It's a nice bright red cord, has a key clip on it so you can secure your key. It's not going to fall out of the vest, which is very nice. And I like it there better than on the front chest pocket. The side compression draw cords on the new vest are a little bit different on this new vest and are more exposed than before. This likely allows for quicker adjustment on the fly because now you don't have to dig inside of a pocket to get to that adjustment part where you can just pull it. Now it's right there. It's a little bit easier to get to. Another notable change is to the rear pass-through pocket, which was also a big selling point for this vest for me. The entry points for this pocket are now a bit smaller than on the previous vest and a little bit more difficult to access in my opinion. I love this pass-through pocket. I always used it to store extra soft flasks. I could fit 2 extra Salomon soft flasks in that back pocket pretty easily, and I could get them on the run. Now it's not quite as easy to get to. You can still do it with a little bit more, reaching back there, but you may have to take the vest off to get some of that out. Now on the flip side, this will make things in that area a little more secure. So if you put a jacket back there, you don't have to worry about it falling out. Not that it ever did on the previous version, but trying to find some positives. As for trekking pole attachments, you can either attach those on the front side of the chest area on either side for quick and easy access. You use those provided draw cords at the top and then one at the bottom of the vest. And this is really my preferred method for attaching trekking poles to the Salomon Adv Skin 12. It's the way I did it on the old vest as well. I just found it easy and quick to get those stowed away, get them out if I need it. And it was just, yeah, quick and efficient. Or another method you could use would be that rear pass-through pocket. You can slide those poles through the back. This is a little bit difficult to do while you are wearing the vest, so you might have to take it off, or maybe you're more flexible than me, I don't know. And then, of course, if you can find it in stock, you can always attach the Salomon quiver. Running in the Salomon Adv Skin 12 vest is still an absolute great experience. It is a very comfortable vest. It's definitely one of the most comfortable vests I have ever worn. The better materials around the trim, the upgraded zippers, and the plastic pull pieces that are easier to grab are very nice. The new rear stowaway compartment inside that main compartment is a great place to secure something. The key attachment point is very much improved, but not having that stash pocket, I just don't know why Salomon took it away, and that's a big deal. Well, is this newer version of the vest better than the previous version and worth upgrading to? To be honest, I don't know. Now, if you have the previous version of the vest here and you've had no issues with those zippers, they're still working just fine, then in my opinion, I would keep the vest. I wouldn't upgrade because that stash pocket is clutch. It's money. However, if you don't have the previous version of the vest, maybe you have a vest that's 6, 7 years old and it's looking pretty worn and tattered, then I would absolutely upgrade to the new version of the vest because it is still a fantastic vest. It is incredibly comfortable to wear. Now, I'm curious what you all think out there of Salomon removing that stash pocket. Let me know in the comments. Light it up. Let's hear it. Hopefully Salomon will see those and make a change in the next version. Well, if you found this video helpful, I would really appreciate it if you would scroll down, give the video a thumbs up, give it a like. It really does honestly help the channel, helps this video out, and I would appreciate it. Another great vest in this size capacity out there is the Instinct Trail Eclipse 12. Take a look at that full review I did right over here on your screen, this side over here. Go watch that. Thank you all so much. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.